All right, today we are diving deep into a company that went from being a regional specialist to a full-blown global healthcare titan. This is the story of PureHealth and how it's trying to reshape the entire industry, starting in Abu Dhabi and now reaching across the world. So, let's get right into it. But first, before we get into the numbers and the deals, I want to start with a question. It's a simple one, but it gets right to the heart of what makes this company so different. Just imagine this. What if your doctor and your insurance company were, well, on the same team, actually working together for your health? Keep that thought in your head as we go through this. So first up, let's meet this healthcare titan. The PureHealth story is really one of incredible consolidation and just massive scale. We're going to look at how it went from being a local player to becoming the UAE's national champion in healthcare. And that status, as you'll see, really changes the game for its business. And when I say scale, I mean it is immense. We are talking about the largest integrated healthcare platform in the entire Middle East. It was only formed back in 2022 through this huge merger of all of Abu Dhabi's key medical assets. So now you have one company running over 110 hospitals, more than 300 clinics, and handling the insurance for over 3.3 million people. That kind of consolidation, that's the bedrock of their whole model. And having that kind of massive scale, well, it lets you do something pretty unique. It's what makes their core strategy possible. They call it the care and cover model, and it's really all about completely re-engineering the basic economics of healthcare. So what exactly is care and cover? Well, to put it simply, it's a model where the folks providing the care, the hospitals and the doctors, and the folks paying for it, the insurance company, are actually part of the same company. The whole point is to get everyone pulling in the same direction, to align all their goals both financially and operationally. And the difference between this and the old way, it's just night and day. You know how it usually works. In a traditional system, the insurer and the hospital are kind of fighting over costs. The incentives are totally misaligned, and your patient data is scattered all over the place. PureHealth's model just unifies all that. Suddenly, everyone's on the same team. The focus shifts to preventative care, keeping you healthy in the first place, and all your data is centralized. The goal is better health, absolutely, but it's also about finding massive, massive efficiencies. And get this model isn't just staying put in the UAE, not at all. PureHealth is using its really strong financial position to build a global healthcare platform. So let's take a look at how they're expanding from Abu Dhabi all the way out to Athens. And this expansion spree has been incredibly aggressive. I mean, they put $500 million into Ardent Health Services to get a foothold in the U.S. market. Then came the huge $1.2 billion acquisition of Circle Health Group in the UK in 2024. And more recently, they closed the deal for the Hellenic Healthcare Group in Greece and Cyprus. They are rapidly building a global footprint. And this isn't just growth for growth's sake. It's a very clear strategy to export their integrated model all around the world. Okay, so this brings us to the central puzzle that analysts are really looking at. You have this huge integrated company, it's expanding globally at a breathtaking pace. So why doesn't its stock price seem to reflect any of that? First, let's just nail down the growth. In 2024, revenues jumped by an astonishing 58% year-on-year. 58%? That's almost 26 billion dirhams. That's the kind of massive leap you see only after major successful acquisitions really kick in. And this really shows you the health of the underlying business. Even after that huge jump, revenue kept on growing in 2025. But here's the crucial part. Profitability, what analysts call EBITDA, grew almost twice as fast. That's a key sign. It shows the company is becoming more efficient as it gets bigger. So you have massive top-line growth and even faster bottom-line growth. On paper, it's a fantastic story. Which just begs the question, why does the market seem so unimpressed? And here's the evidence in black and white. When you compare PureHealth to its peers, both in the region and globally, it trades at a significant discount. Look at the price-to-earnings ratio or the EV to EBITDA multiple. Whichever metric you pick, it seems fundamentally undervalued compared to the competition. So, why the disconnect? Well, according to the equity research, the market might just be overlooking the company's really powerful future-focused strategy. And that strategy is all about two things: longevity and artificial intelligence. They are building a complete digital health ecosystem. And this is the engine that analysts believe could unlock huge future value. It's not just about a patient app. It's about creating a unified data platform across their entire network to make care smarter. It's about using AI tools to help free up doctors from endless paperwork. And then there's the really futuristic stuff, like digital twin technology, creating virtual models of patients to predict health issues before they even happen. So the crucial point here is that this is all part of a much bigger strategic shift. PureHealth is trying to move away from the traditional model of sick care, just treating you when you're ill, and instead embrace the science of longevity, actively working to extend the number of healthy years in your life.
Okay, so we've seen the scale, the business model, the global expansion, this valuation puzzle, and the future tech. How do analysts put this all together to reach a final verdict?
Well, it really comes down to balancing the good against the bad, the merits versus the risks. The key merits, that national champion status gives it a huge competitive advantage at home. The integrated model is really difficult for anyone else to copy, and its focus on high-margin complex care, that's just smart business. On the other hand, the risks are real. Trying to integrate all these huge international companies is hard, new taxes or regulations could always impact profits, and rising labor costs are a challenge for everyone in healthcare. But despite those risks, when you look at the professional analysts who cover the stock, the consensus is pretty clear. All 6 analysts surveyed in the report have a buy rating, a clean sweep. And this quote from the report just sums up the whole thesis perfectly. The company has this stable, protected base of a national champion, but it's using that incredible strength to fuel truly global ambitions. Which leaves us with that final, provocative question. When you've got massive growth, a unique business model, and a very clear vision for the future of healthcare, you really have to wonder, is the market simply missing the big picture on PureHealth?